right? This is an op-ed piece, T.I., 50 Cent, and the cultural reckoning around defending black women. Okay? Look at this. In watching T.I. and his sons rally around Tiny, we're witnessing something uncommon, a public, unflinching protection of a black woman's dignity. Now, this is misleading. Okay? This is very misleading. Okay, you've seen men defend the women of their families time and time again. That is nothing new. Nothing new, right? So this is not an uncommon thing. I think they're trying to spin this into a bigger conversation piece. Once again, black men still defend black women. Let's not. This is a cat piece to me, but I'm curious to see what they say here. Okay, how long is this? Oh goodness, okay, it's not that long. It's not that long. Okay, we'll go through this and then we'll get out of here. All right. When did hip hop become a cesspool for misogynoir? And furthermore, how did it become such? How did an entire genre built on the foundation of black liberation through the lens of musical storytelling become a breeding ground for the degradation of black women? Oh, it's a hit piece. This must be written by a woman. Clearly, it's an essence. Who wrote this? This is clearly written by a woman. Who wrote this piece? Okay, but I'm just curious to see this take on it. Okay, these are questions that continue to populate my inner thoughts and group messages as the digital skirmish between 50 Cent and T.I. continues to heat up, with black women becoming the casualties in this melee. Now, the only casualties, really, the strays, is a married woman, a married wife, and a dead woman, somebody's dead mother. Let's continue. Over the last week, we've seen a seemingly innocuous discussion about a potential versus battle between the two veteran MCs, transform into explosive exchange of spiteful remarks and actions, eventually targeting T.I.'s wife and R&B icon Tamika Tiny Harris, alongside 50 Cent's deceased mother Sabrina Jackson. A jab was even taken at Tina Knowles, who posted in support of Tiny. As the barrage of insults from both parties continues to intensify, what's become clear is that the bullying of black women remains a subtle yet driving force of hip-hop. See, that's not how black women support this shit too. I don't like this take, but I'm just curious to see the words here, the message in this. Now, let's be clear. 50 Cent is the modern day architect of the war against black womanhood within the hip-hop community. He is? How? When did that happen? I must have missed that anointing. Instead of capitalizing on previous successes within the realms of music and business, he decided to instead profit from the disenfranchisement of the very same black women who've uplifted said endeavors. Over the course of the last few years, the mogul has frequently used his social media accounts to mock and torment black women, including former Power star Naturi Naughton, Ashanti, and now Mrs. Harris. Now, he apologized for Ashanti. And then that right there was business going bad on the Power set. Okay. And now, listen to this. And now Mrs. Harris, for no reason whatsoever other than his perceived anti-blackness. Wow. This is definitely some feminist shit. This harassment, coupled with the self-inducing pimping of himself and his brand to MAGA loyalists, signifies that the Candy Shop rapper would rather align himself with white supremacy and project his misdirected anger on prominent black women. But the question that I and likely every other spectator have is simple. Why not get in the booth? That's a fair question. Now, I will say this. If you watch 50 long enough, you know he has issues with the women figures in his life. All of the major characters, the major mother characters, all have huge character flaws. Tasha, huge character flaw. Rocky from Raising Kanan, huge character. These are toxic women. Now, what I've deduced is that these are all different aspects of his mother that he remembers, right? Very masculine, very aggressive, manipulative, right? Not so much loving, but loving in not the ways that he needed. Not very motherly. So all of those characters you see on screen from 50 with the mother figure, all pretty much embody aspects of his mother. He does have He does have mommy issues, without question. Okay, he has mommy issues. Let's continue. If I'm being completely honest, I was excited to see T.I. and his sons, Damani and King, immediately jump to defend their matriarch, including on diss tracks. As the sole son of a black woman, there's no end that I wouldn't travel to in support and protection of my mother. Oh, so this is a black dude. Interesting. I would have thought a woman wrote this. This is insane. Wow. A black man wrote this. Interesting. It wouldn't even be an afterthought. While I disagree with the hurtful jabs thrown into the ring surrounding 50 Cent's mother, especially considering she's deceased, I do understand and resonate with the men of the Harris family, and I don't believe we can police the way someone responds to repeated disrespect surrounding their loved ones. Truthfully, the course of events has excited me because I believe they signify a new direction in hip hop in which the respect and protection of black women are no longer optional. When have black men never not protected black women? They're in jail or in the grave. Okay, there are scores of black men dying on the swords, riddled with bullets, over women. And that's not change, and it's not going to change. But let's continue. We've seen this industry all but create smear campaigns against black women like Megan Thee Stallion. Oh no. Oh gosh. Michelle and others for speaking out against their abuse, transmuting their survival into harmful social media discourse. Nobody takes Megan Thee Stallion serious, sir. I don't know. You got to be a male feminist. I think maybe you're gay. I don't know. I can't see a normal black man being this hell bent on writing something this slanted against black men and accusing them of solely harming black. Okay, this is weird. Okay, anywho. It's been normalized within this landscape to discredit black women, their appearance, and their experiences to uphold the patriarchy that allows violence and harm to prevail at the expense of these women's mental health and social standings. Now, I could recall in history there were women rulers, female rulers, that were just as barbaric as Stalin, Lenin, Leopold 1 and 2. Hell, Margaret Thatcher. What is she? How does the UK feel about Margaret Thatcher? How many wars did Margaret Thatcher, sign off on in the UK? But let's continue. It's also become common for the court of public opinion to autonomously collaborate with digital hate trains to become co-conspirators in the disenfranchisement of black women. Where are black women disenfranchised in hip hop at? Where? So Sexy Red, was she forced to do that? Is Ice Spice forced to do what she does? Who else is another little female raunchy rapper? Who else? Like, really? These are choices that they made to portray themselves this way. Right? Okay, let's continue. Those memes that 50 Cent routinely posts that leave black women vulnerable to attacks and the insidious words left in the comment sections and direct messages by mentally unwell fans or stans, along with the constant discourse born of unbalanced and misogynistic podcast discussions, all contribute to the problem. Let's continue. As social media continues to expand, I fear that so will the virtual abuse of black women. Wow. Mrs. Harris's appearance or that of any black woman should never be used for social media fodder in the same way that the onslaught of attacks directed toward 50 Cent's deceased mother is inappropriate. While this rap beef continues to escalate, it does bring me joy that the phrase protect black women is not dead and very much alive thanks to T.I. and his musically inclined family. I don't agree with all their tactics, but I concur that black women must be protected at all times. When are they not, sir? What the fudge? When are they not? And if this is an indication of where the genre is headed, let's go. Oh, this is a disgusting piece. I want to know who wrote this. Where's the name of this black man that wrote this? Oh, Kenneth Williams Jr. I need to reach out to this guy here. He wrote this. Interesting. Essence. Is this him? This is him. That's him. Get out of here. Let's see. Kenny Williams Jr. is a dynamic Detroit-based freelance writer and consultant with a sharp focus on entertainment, pop culture, and business. His work has been featured in top-tier publications, including Business Insider, Essence Magazine, Elle Magazine, Ebony Magazine, and BET, establishing him as a trusted voice in these fields. With a Master of Arts in Public Relations from Michigan State, Williams brings academic depth to his cultural commentary. His influence. Okay. Architectural Digest, Arise News, Fox Soul. Most recently, he moderated a panel for Hulu's hit series Reasonable Doubt at the 2024 Essence Festival. Okay. Williams Jr.'s perspectives on culture and business are highly sought after. I would hope not. Making him a key figure in shaping modern media discourse. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay. I'm not surprised why he. I mean, look at him. Respectfully, y'all. Yeah. 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 Okay. This man's definitely a male feminist. I hate to be that guy, but yeah, this is punk vibes. Respectfully, I don't know this guy, but this is not this. Is, look at this. To book a call, 1 hour, $150. Interested in learning how I can help you with any of my consultations? Wow. A pitch conversation for 30 minutes is $75. Do you have an idea for a story or want to learn more about the best ways to pitch journalists and editors? Writing consultation, 45 minutes, $80. Do you have a project that requires assistance with writing in any form? Resume development conversation, 30 minutes for $75. Need help landing the perfect job? There's no such thing as a perfect job, sir. No such thing. Media relations conversation, 30 minutes for $80. Need any help with press releases, media prep, strategic communications plan? Yeah, he would charge me for me to have a conversation with him. I'm cool. Media training, $150 for an hour. Do you need help preparing for an upcoming media interview or speaking engagement? Let's chat more. Yeah, you would charge me to have a conversation. That's okay. It's cool. This is him. He a big boy too. He big. Look at this shit here. Child. I wonder if he's heard of Anton Daniels. Okay. I'm going to assume this young man is part of the letter gang. Clearly, I mean, I don't do judgy stuff off looks, but clearly this young man looks like he's a letter. Clearly. Oh gosh, let's. Oh.
Jail and weave, jail and weave, jail and weave, jail and weave.
Mogul, SC on Blavity, BET, and so much more.
Today we have one of the rawest, most honest, dopest critics in the game. And let's not forget the D's very own Kenny Williams Jr.
Let me bang. Let me bang.
Oh, he's a queen. Oh, you're a queen. I don't need to talk to you. Okay, you're a queen. Good for you. God bless you. You're a queen. Okay, yeah, you're a whole queen. You have a bad build. Oh, Harris Walls. Are you surprised? Harris Walls. Are we surprised?
All right, hey, it's Kenny here, and I'm just quickly dropping by to remind y'all that early voting is available right now in Michigan up until November 3rd. If you requested an absentee ballot and you didn't get it, that's okay. Or if you just want to simply go in and vote in person, that's okay too. I'm going to ask y'all to head to iwillvote.com to find your nearest polling information.
Look, Kenny
and everything is going to be.
He calls himself Kenny Yonsei. Come on, can y'all stop with the Beyonce stuff? It's tired. So you don't go to the gym. You don't go to the gym. Right? You're a bigum. Oh, okay, Issa Rae, that's cool. Okay. Wow. You know what? Let me see. Let's
And Kiki, I have to ask, you're always booked and busy, like consistently. The people want to know, is there a certain manifestation, a prayer, or just a piece of advice that you can share with the rest of us? Because it really is inspiring for so many of us, especially in these dark times that we're in now.
Absolutely.
So a piece of advice you can share with us to be booked and busy too?
You know what? To understand that hardship, like being depressed or being anxious and having worry, that's a part of life. Don't sit here and beat yourself over the head just because everything's not perfect for you all the time. Just accept that, you know what? Sometimes you're going to be in a bad mood. Accept.
I don't want to hear from Kiki, respectfully. Is that a girl's blouse? Ladies, isn't it what you wear? The girly blouse? The blouse top? What is the fuck is this? I don't want to be mean to this guy. MC Light, okay, Queen Stud. Yeah, I don't want to be mean to this guy. Oh, Lupe, he got you too. Oh, he's really short because Lupe is about 5'7", 5'8". So he might be more my height. Oh, that's Twister. Okay. No volume on that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, he's really short if she's leaning down to him. Nick Cannon, I forget who that is. Okay, that's cool. I'm so glad I was never a celeb hound like that. That's the homeboy that was on that crazy ass round table with Clifton Powell. What's his name? Luke James? Is that him? And that's Jason Weaver. Okay, I'm so glad I was never a celeb hound like that. Tommy from Power. Oh my God. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. They never arrive when the beef cooks. My part of town is similar to Vietnam. Come on, man. They never around when the beef cooks. Kenny Yonsei, you got to be kidding me. They never around when the beef cooks. What the hell? Y'all, I can't right now. I'm done. Okay, let me stop. Let me get out of here. They never around when the beef cooks. Isn't this like a girly's top? A girly see-through top? Sir, oh no, this is not it. Is he knock-kneed too? Child. Oh my God. Child. All right, I've seen enough. All right, God bless him, man. I hope everything works out for him, and you know he's achieving all of his goals and dreams and shit. You know, I don't ever wish no bad on nobody like that. You know, good for him. But you know, that piece you wrote is some BS, because ain't nobody oppressing women in hip hop. That hasn't happened in a very long time. And hell, I'd say women were just as complicit in hip hop in the viewpoints of how women are viewed and looked upon. Yeah, he's a little short dude.